Simple explanations indicate a good understanding. It is more important to be of value than to be successful. The greatest lesson we can learn from yesterday is to live for today and to hope for tomorrow. It is important to keep asking questions. The journey of life is like riding a bicycle. Keep moving if you want to keep your balance. Someone who never makes a mistake never tries anything new. When you have a weak attitude, you have a weak character. You will get from A to B using logic. If you let your imagination run wild, you will go anywhere. Solving problems requires a different kind of thinking than when we created them. The coincidences are God's method of remaining anonymous. There is no other source of knowledge than experience. We live in a dangerous world, not because there are evil people, but because there are people who do nothing about it. It is only through understanding that peace can be maintained. It cannot be achieved by force. The power of imagination cannot be underestimated. We get a glimpse of what life has in store for us. Humanity is afflicted with nationalism, which is the measles of our time. A person's intellectual growth starts at birth and ends only when they die. If someone is careless with the truth in small matters, they cannot be trusted with important ones. In my youth, I experienced the pain of solitude, but in maturity, it became a delight. We wouldn't call our work research if we knew what we were doing, would we? We are a sorry lot if the only reason people are good is that they fear punishment and hope to be rewarded. An individual's common sense consists of the prejudices he or she has acquired by the age of 18. Living as if nothing is a miracle or living as if everything is a miracle is the two ways to live. A man should be valued for what he gives, not what he can receive. A simple solution should not be simpler, but it should be as simple as possible. Problems can be solved by intellectuals, but they can be prevented by geniuses. Living for others is the only way to live a worthwhile life. Driving safely while kissing a pretty girl is simply not giving the kiss the attention it deserves. Reading too much and using the brain too little leads to lazy thinking habits. Everyone should be respected as an individual, but no one idolized. I'd probably be a musician if I wasn't a physicist. I frequently think in terms of music. My daydreams are realized through music. I perceive my life through the lens of music. A single experiment can show me incorrect. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right. Each of us is equally wise and equally foolish before God. A minute seems like an hour when you hold your hand over a hot stove. You can sit with a pretty girl for an hour and it seems like only a minute has passed. It takes me months and years to think about something. It is false 99 times out of 100. The 100th time I am right. The law of gravity is not responsible for people falling in love. You don't need to worry about your difficulties with mathematics. You can be assured that mine are still great. There is only one thing that interferes with my learning: my education. The fact that curiosity survives formal education is a miracle. Throughout our lives, we are permitted to remain children in our pursuit of truth and beauty. Rather than ruling, it is the individual's high destiny to serve. It is a small number of people who are able to see with their eyes and think with their minds. People love chopping wood. In this activity, one immediately sees results. We should avoid making intellect the goal. It has powerful muscles, but no personality. Neither preventing war nor preparing for it can be accomplished simultaneously. In life, the devil has put a penalty on everything we enjoy. A person either suffers health-wise, suffers spiritually, or gets fat. Travel makes me happy, but arriving makes me miserable. My conviction is that the act of killing under the guise of war is nothing more than murder. God will never play dice with the world, in my opinion. There is nothing more incomprehensible about the world than the fact that it is comprehensible. To the Master's honor, all must turn, each in its own way, silently, tracing Newton's footsteps. The first step in becoming an immaculate member of a flock of sheep is to become one. It would be greatly appreciated if you could support us through likes and comments. It is a pleasure to spend time with you.